All right, we're here. Welcome to the Waycross coverage of the bowling tournament between the Winton Woods Warriors and the
Thanks, man.
Northwest
Hey, Coach, what's your
Knights. We're here at Northwest Lanes in Fairfield, Ohio, and we're just about ready to get started here.
Okay. All right, we're here live at the Northwest Lanes for the dual meet between Northwest and Winton Woods. I'm Greg Klein with Tom Hall. In part, we're going to see what we can bring you here. It's going to be a little hectic because we got 5 lanes going. Plus, at the same time, 5 bowlers from Winton Woods versus 5 bowlers from Northwest. So we'll try and give you a little flavor of what's going on at different lanes. You can see not only Northwest and Winton Woods here, but we've got Hamilton Baden's having their senior night. I think I saw Glenn Estee here. So all the lanes are full here, Tom. So a lot of action going on.
Yeah, the packed house here tonight.
So Northwest Lanes right here on Pleasant Avenue, Fairfield. Okay. So what we've got going is 5 bowlers from each, what I've been thinking of. 5 bowlers on each team, bowling individually. They'll bowl 2 games. We'll keep total score on all 5 of them. Total that. Then we'll do 4 Baker matches, which is 5 bowlers actually bowling 1 game, alternating shots for 2 games. And then total all those pins up, and team that knocks down the most pins wins. Pretty simple. Oh, nice ball there. So let's see if we can get a little better feel for learning these kids' names and who's, as you can tell, the Warriors are in the, let's call them the light blue shirts with the blue and white shirts. Oh, good pickup. And Northwest obviously has the dark, there's, that was a nice strike by Sam Studer. He's a senior. Following him will be Travis Bull on lane 25. Nice hook on 25.
These are good bowlers.
Yeah, Northwest average has 5 bowlers that average 200. So, you know, pretty good group of bowlers of their 6. And Winton Woods has, of their 5 bowlers, 4 are seniors, 1 freshman. So a lot of experienced bowlers out here on the lanes today. So.
Are you Tom? We need to trade your headset.
Okay.
So Tom's with us. He just doesn't have his headset working, so we'll get him back here live in a second. So, okay, that was, again, Sam Studer. He's sitting on, oh, they just disconnected me. Oh, they disconnected Tom. I can't hear anybody. Okay, here we go. Our crack staff is correcting any errors, or get the computer. Oh, nice pick up there on the 610. Okay, let's see who we've got here. I think this is that would have been Trevor Poole for Winton Woods on that one. Picked up 3 of the 4. And that spare was Nico Prenicisto. Prentice. Well, he told me. Okay. A little heavy on the head pin there for Jaden Miles, one of their top bowlers for Winton Woods. Oh, nice strike
It
there.
was.
That's Northwest's Aaron Schaus, 3-year starter.
Christian
Jacquillard, yeah.
has a nice ball.
Yep, left-hander. You
Yeah,
know, he's one of our left-handers bowling. So he's kind of a little going to be advantaged. He's the only one rolling from the left side. So once his track lined up, as the lanes change. Oh, 5'8", 5'9". Oh, a little heavy on the head pin, leaving. Okay. Here comes Christian. Oh.
Ooh, bad break.
Very incomplete due to strikes and spares.
Here's the replay.
Just a little heavy on that head pin.
Yeah.
See, he came in and kicked into the 3 or the 2, and didn't bury it quite the way he wanted it. But see if he can pick that spare up. Wow. Threw a different ball there.
Open frame for Jaden. Oh, there's a roll.
Oh, Jaden Miles comes across with pick that one. Or no, that was Trevin Poole that did that one. Okay. Little light on the head pin, didn't bury into the 5, but it came over and caught it, and got a good wash off the left side there.
Ooh, lucky you didn't have a split there.
Well, you know, these kids roll the ball with a lot of power and force. They get a lot of energy into those pins, and gets pins moving. You know, they're a little better on that spare for Christian.
They give the ball speed on the scoreboards here, and a few of these fellows are throwing them at 18 miles an hour plus. That's a fast bowling
you
ball.
want to be 15 or above is what you want to go. You know, try to. Oh,
There was a miss. That's too
Yeah.
bad.
I'm not sure he took a real good angle on that, coming across the pins like that, across the alley.
There's a split.
Okay,
There's
4-6-7.
Christian Jacquillard. He's going to try to pick up a split here. He's a left-hander. He's got a chance.
Not like
No,
that. He's
no.
going to take the 2. He
Yeah.
was. A lot of.
There's a good pickup. By
That's Drew Jackson, senior for Winton Woods. See what scores we had. So Christian rolled a 203 versus Drew Jackson here. I think it's going to be really. What do you get?
you got a
All right,
7 or a
6.
6.
So he's got a 199. So 4 pins separate the 2 bowlers on Allie's 27 and 28. So that's a 4-pin difference for Northwest to lead that. Reason they're done is they're only bowling 1 bowler each on the lanes. The other 4 lanes have 2 bowlers each. So 199 to 203. Northwest is leading Winton Woods after 1 bowler's finished. We're not going to even think of trying to tabulate. That's
3-4
Nah.
Northwest, 368.
That's nowhere close because there's about 600 more pins added to that score.
We have a perfect game going down here on the left.
Yeah, we need to be on alley 23.
23 has a perfect game going by
Don't
Aaron
say
Schaus.
that, yeah. Try and get on alley 23, and we'll watch.
Oh,
Let's go on 23 for Aaron Schaus on lanes 23 and 24. Well, he's got one just left. Aaron just left the 7 pin, but after throwing 5 in a row.
149 in the 5th frame with a
Right.
strike in the 6th. It's a good game.
After 7. Nice pickup of a little baby split there by Aaron.
We'll give him a 169 in the 6th.
Okay.
His opponent is doing well too.
Who's that?
I'm sorry, the fellow he's bowling with, Daniel Gross, is doing well too.
Well, Daniel's a sophomore, and Aaron's a senior, but Daniel's a 200 average bowler. Northwest has 5 of their 6 bowlers that average over 200, Tom.
Whoa.
So you're going to see. Well, there's a nice wash. And that should be Aaron. Aaron Schaus with a good score of his.
Too much head pin on that one.
So, we'll this is right. We're getting a little confused, but what we want to do is try and focus in on lanes 23 and 24. Yeah.
Picked up a spare.
All right, here we go. We're on 20.
It's 24.
That's the Winton Woods bowler, but the real story is going to be with these 2 Northwest bowlers on lane 23. Here we go. There's a nice ball right there. Oh, look at that. There we go. Great shot. And Daniel Gross is on a streak here.
Yeah, these two fellows.
Along with Aaron Schaus. Next, that's the Winton Woods bowler. Nice pickup. All right, let's go to 23. He's in the
Oh. That looked like
Aaron
to be
Schaus, tough split.
That looked to be a pretty good ball.
Yeah. He's still rolling though. Now after that strike, this is Brent McCarthy for Winton Woods. So he's going to get one of those, which is a smart move.
Yeah.
He's, a pin's a pin here, and especially he was off a strike. That's a double, 2 count. So they're.
He's got a 217 going into the 10th.
Yeah.
With an open in the 9th.
Right. So he can still finish at a 247.
Daniel Gross has quite a game going too.
Yeah, he's sitting there with a possible 270 if he can strike it out here in the 10th. He'll roll a 270. So see what we got here when he comes up. Okay. So Daniel's coming up right now. Here we go. He needs to strike these 3 out. Well, he looks like he's on it. There he's on it. 2 more to go. It's pretty nice.
So that's going to be a combined score.
So we 2 more to go. He's got.
Oh, too bad.
All right. Daniel Gross here. Here he comes. Bring it up. Little light.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's only going to cost him. He's still rolling. Picks these up, he'll get a 257, I think.
Yeah, 257 possible if we can
That's
pick
what I
these
thought.
up.
Right. All right,
Oh.
256. 256 for Aaron Schaus. And now his opponent's up. That's Brett McCarthy. Brett just missed a little loose. Okay. Now we've got Aaron Schaus up. Wait, no. Yeah, that was, sorry, I had Daniel Gross had the 256. Aaron Schaus is up now.
Got a bad break on that.
Yeah, he can pick this up. He can, in a strike, he'll get a 237. So that won't be a bad game.
That was a nice ball. Hit a teeny
Yeah.
bit too much head pin, just a teeny bit.
So there you go. So
he's got a 227 now, and if he gets a strike, he's got a 237. These are good scores by the Northwest Bowlers.
yeah, they're home lanes. They know what they're doing, and there you go. So 256, 237. You want to be bowling on those two lanes. Along with that, Sam Studer also rolled a 246 for him on the other two lanes. So 237, 246, 256. We're gonna look at we're gonna be looking at a 1200 score here.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
So they picked up Northwest picked a 200-point lead. We're here on Nally's. That was Jaden Mills.
How many points do you think your home lane gives you?
What's that?
How many points do you think your home bowling alley gives you?
You know, I think it's at least 15 pins. I think it gets you 2 strikes instead of 2 spares on occasions. You know, so you can pick up an extra 20 pins that way. You know, these guys are good enough to bowl everywhere, and they get, you know, they do get to warm up for 15 minutes. Here we go. Come on, he's got. This is example where he missed it. Maybe they leave it out a little bit because they're not getting, you know, quite the break they thought. You know, the way they oil the lanes, you know, they put most of the oil on the first 20 feet. Next 20 feet get some more oil, and then the last 20 feet no oil. So based on how the ball rolls, you know, it slides the first 20 feet, starts to grab the second 20 feet, and then the third 20 feet, that's when it really catches, and that's when you see the ball break into the pocket more. So you got to get used to how the lanes are oiled at your lanes versus these lanes. And in a case, and the next thing is it'll change as the lanes. I would suggest that at this point, after the first round, that Northwest is about 200 pins up.
Yeah.
We're going to be at about 1,200 when this match is totaled up. Yeah, it's going to be about 1,200 to 900, I think, 950 at the most.
Turned out to be 1,085 for the North.
That's not up to date. That's not total. Yeah.
All those scores added up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It's not right. No way. What do you say? So what'd you say, 1,085?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay, cool.
So the Northwest.
1,085 to 806. So they got a 279 pin lead after the first game.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant. Yeah. So we're getting ready to start the second game. What the coaches can do, you've got 6 bowlers here. Both teams brought 6 bowlers. They can, if they feel like it, change bowlers after one game and let another bowler, someone's having a bad day. You know, Jaden rolled a 130, we had a 182. It's up to the coach at this point to either make an adjustment in their bowling or adjustment in their team. So now we're ready to start the second game.
There's Drew Johnson starting
All
on
right,
the
we're
strike.
going on the middle lanes now. That was Sam Studer, who rode a 246 the first game, just left the 10. And he's got a bowler opposite Trevin Poole. Ooh, they both left 10 pins, so little matchup here. Now, if you'll note the difference in how Sam rolls this ball versus his throws it with a little more velocity and tries to throw it straighter. A lot of these guys actually have a second ball for their spare ball than their strike ball. They throw a spare ball, little different weight variation. They throw it straight, try to be straight and and right at the pin, because they don't need the ball breaking into the pocket like Max just did and left a 7 pin. That was Max Pearson, a sophomore. I think this is Jaden Miles here.
I believe it is, yeah.
Yep. Broke that in just a little heavy on that 1, which spun the 2 around the 6 or the 4. There you go. All right, nice spare by Max Pearson, a sophomore. He's a 200 average. He had a low game for him. 188 was a little under his average, actually.
He had a good average then.
Yeah. They got Northwest has 5 bowlers averaging 200, so when you have that.
Trevor kind of couldn't believe he missed that spare.
Well, again,
The ball moved on him more than he thought it would.
not his home lanes. I think it makes a little difference. Okay, we got Sam Studer up there. It's going to be a little heavy. Yep. Okay, there's Trevon Poole, senior. He left it, missed a head pin, which is, there, he's not going to be, there you go, came around. See that last 20 feet, he got a little bit of a little break there as the ball started to grab the alleys a little better.
Well, nice pickup by
Yep.
Trevor.
You know, you can't miss the head pin. That's just one thing. You got to get the head. If you miss the head pin, you can't get a strike. It's as simple as that. So you got to be. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was a
Yeah,
nice
Max
ball.
Pearson just. Now he's got the 10 pin. He had the 7 pin last time. Look at that. See, just a little tight on the head pin. Came around, moved that 6 pin, went around the 10. And Jaden just wasn't able to bury that ball into the 5 pin, right into the pocket. The ball kicked off a little bit. Well, you saw in the far corner, a guy made a field goal there. Yeah, Christian went right through that.
You're right. My formula. Oh, okay.
Trevin going for the spare.
Very
Oh.
nice, very nice. Yeah. See, they're slowing it down a little bit, starting to get a little more break. See, he's got the ball a little slower than he was. Yeah, I told you that was wrong. They didn't believe me, did they, Tom?
No, that's an even 319-point
Yeah.
pin. It's a pretty commanding lead to start out with.
Right. Don't trust the computer, folks. John Henry.
It's not the computer, it's the idiot.
Our man Hugh Staples does have a great program set up for it to keep us informed of what the total pin score is as close as possible. It's just hard to do. Sam, another spare. That's twice he's had that at 610. So he's got to adjust his first throw a little bit. Okay, is this Jaden? Oh, way out. Way out. Yeah, he's been outside. You know, he got a little, I think he got a little lucky on that other spare bringing that ball in, but he's been throwing a little outside. There you go. Okay. That gets Max to 39 after 2 with a strike in the 3rd. I think he's, you know, he was just a little off on his first 2 frames, a little heavy, a little light, and so he got the 7-10. Now time he was right in. Okay, this is second ball for, see, he's way out there. That ball is not breaking for him.
No.
Well, what's happening is the alleys, the oil's moving forward in the alleys, moving up on the alleys. So it's spinning, sliding a little longer, and he's throwing it out, and the ball's not breaking in. He's throwing it like the middle to the outside. It's going down to about the fourth board, and he just out there too far, and that ball's sliding. Okay, we're going to show this over. He's running a tight line here with a lot of power. So you see, he's bringing the ball from the middle. If you look at his line versus some of the other guys' lines, he's running across the third arrow. Both the Winton Woods bowlers are throwing across the second arrow. Another ball, nice ball by Max. He's coming in between on about the second arrow and bringing the ball in, where Sam's coming across the middle. Can pull off it.
Ooh.
Yep. Yep. And that's why you try to throw it a little harder on your spare ball to eliminate some of that break. And that holds the pin, especially on a 10 pin, so you're not breaking away from it. Kind of drive through the oil, slide through the oil, and then take away the break at the very end. Again, missing the head pin. Jaden's just a little outside. He's got to either finish a little higher or change his mark.
He's got a.
Okay.
He's got a sleeper pin in back there.
Yeah, he's leaving 4 now. Again, he's got, see, that one's a lot, see how much tighter that arc was this time?
That was a good shot.
Straighter in there. Didn't allow the ball to, move around on him so much. Just tighten it up a little faster. See, he's coming in with a better line. Driving right in there. It drives that 2 pin back into the 8. Okay. Oh, Sam's. There we go. Sam Snooder's kind of got his rhythm back. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so we're about Max Pearson coming up here. He's working on a double. He's really been throwing a good first ball. Oh. 3 9s and 2 straight. All right, see, he comes in heavy on the head pin.
Yeah.
Lucky he didn't get a split, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was actually.
Yeah.
If he can pick this up, he's got a good game going.
Well, he's extremely consistent. His ball is, there's no variation. Even on his strike ball is spare ball. He's got real nice form, real smooth form. Ball breaks almost consistently the same amount. He's not fighting it. Yeah, I can see him being doing really well here in the next couple of years for Northwest. There you go. Nice spare by Jaden Mills.
Too much head
Brooklyn
pin.
side.
Oh, there's a no doubter.
Yeah, Sam's on a roll now. He's got his mark. He's
He had an open first frame, but since then he's marked.
Well, he gets out. You change lanes, or I should say, you take a little break for a minute, especially when you're in a groove. You want to keep going. You want to get right back up there and roll it again. Okay, here comes Max Pearson. Look at that, same spot. That's nice. That's a nice ball.
You're right, he's got a good rhythm going now.
See if Jaden can start coming back. There we go. That's what
Yeah.
he needed. He needs a little pick-me-up there. He just got out of sorts there for a little bit. Okay. So we'll see. Left to 10.
Three pins there.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's tough. You got to come in on that. You got to, again, you miss the head pin, you can't get anything done.
yeah, that's a tough spare to make.
You got it, but you got to be on that head pin.
Yeah.
So
He's-
here comes. Nice throw, nice roll by Jaden.
Sam,
He's starting, like I said, he's coming back a little bit.
Sam
Oh, he's
Studer
outside. That's not going to get there. Yeah. Well, just so we know, Christian Jaculard threw a 199 versus his opponent from Drew Jackson from Winton Woods, 167. So another 32 points added on to Northwest's lead after one of the bowlers is done. Oh, nice throw here. I like this. I like that ball. I could, yeah.
Yeah, he's-
You can see he's got his rhythm, and they're just smooth. So,
yeah, this is a good game.
and he's a sophomore, you know.
Yeah.
So Northwest has 3 seniors and 3 sophomores. I don't know what happened to the junior class, but see if we can get an updated score from our erstwhile Hugh Staples. See what you can find out, Tom.
Let's see, we're at
This is it.
this one.
All right.
Well, the totals now, the Northwest Knights have 1,631 points, and the Warriors have 1,182.
Wow, that's a 450-point lead.
Yeah.
You might also notice that a lot of these guys don't actually use thumb hole and finger holes for their balls. They just roll it
Yeah,
two-handed.
it's a lot different from the way it used to be.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
good
there's
pickup.
Max Pearson picking that 8 up. 2-pin spare, you know. Just left the ball a little light on his first ball. But he's still sitting on a pretty nice game. Probably a 175 in the 8th kind of score. Nice recovery.
Sam Studer for the Northwest Knights is going to roll.
That's better. All right, so you see his line, right? He's coming over the 3rd arrow, just with a tight break, tight line. Throws a little faster. He throws a little harder. See, he throws Sam throws about an 18.5 mile an hour speed ball. I'm thinking Max throws about 15.
Another great shot. Oh,
Nice. 16 he throws. He throws about a 16 too. So 2 more strikes for the Northwest bowlers. Max is filling it up.
spare for the Warriors.
Okay, you notice they also alternate among themselves 2 lanes, you know, so they're not just bowling on one like 25 and 26. Those 4 bowlers bowl together. 23 and 24, those 4 bowlers bowl together, and they alternate lanes. Outside, too far out.
It's actually, that could have gone in the gutter.
Well, his approach was a little off too. You see, he got a little off balance when he came through on his approach.
Yeah,
That's the other thing. For example, I think that was we just saw on the side. That was Aaron Schaus just threw that ball, and
here's a good pickup for Jaden. Jaden has a pretty good game going.
Yeah, he should get about a 160. But here's our two Northwest bowlers. They're both looking at 200 games here if they finish this strong.
Oh,
Good wash. Good hit.
yeah.
Little heavy, but he got that. And he can get away with that because he's throwing the ball so hard, and he can drive through that and get a lot more wash out of the pins. They come off the sidewall a lot better, even the back. Oh, good throw. I think that's Jaden's best ball of the day, really.
Yeah.
At least this game for sure.
There's a no doubter. Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the 10th here.
Jaden has a
Rolls two more. He gets out. He can come out with a 224 out of this. This is the big one. This is get him a 220 game. Oh.
Oh.
All right. Still come out with a 213.
This is Jaden. He has a 153 right now.
Yeah. So with Sam versus Trevon, Sam's going to basically add 100 pins to Northwest's lead. He's going to roll about a 213, 212, 213 versus the 115 by Trevon Poole. So 213. So that was a 98 increase in the lead. And Jaden Miles 163. Now let's see if Max can finish this out for a 236. This is the key ball. Oh, you got to get that first strike in the 10th. That costs you big. But he still picks the spare up if we get his 200 game. There we go. All right. So that basically can end up with a 216 possible here. So here. Heavy, too heavy. All right. But 213.
Good game.
Yep. Both guys rolled a 213. They got their different ways, but the same score. So that's another 50-point add on to the Northwest. Now we've got the other two bowlers left for Northwest finishing up, and Winton Woods bowlers finish up. So. So Evan Blackwell rolled a 170 for Winton Woods. His opponent, Daniel Gross. Daniel Gross had a 162, and Aaron Schaus is working on about a 190 game here.
Right now, it's a 537 pin lead for the Northwest Knights.
Yeah, they are.
There'll be more here in a.
There'll be more here in a few seconds when we total up the last bowler's score.
Who's still out?
Now they just rolled a 190, so.
Aaron
Schaus rolled a 190.
190.
Aaron did?
Yeah.
So here we are. Here's the little crew here. Hugh, Tom, and myself. So 2102 for the Northwest Knights. We got like about 1548 for Winton Woods Warriors, and boy, this five-man team, six-man team from Northwest is really putting it together here. They're coached by Terrence Johnson, first year at Northwest teaching, so he's got it going for him. 3 seniors, 3 sophomores. They'll be good next year too.
Yeah.
Hopefully pick up a couple kids. You know, Northwest has been 5 consecutive years they've been league champs. They were first in the Baker Bash this year. They're first in the league again, of course. Last year, Max Pearson, who was a sophomore, was a state qualifier. he was a qualifier as a freshman. We've been kind of featured Max in that second game, and you know why. 213 and a 230, 237 the first game, something like that. So,
It's impressive stuff.
yeah. I used to be happy to get a 200 game. If they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get a 200 game, they're unhappy, which I don't blame them. So they're going to change a little. We're going to have our Bakers line up. See if Tom will write that down. We'll get Hugh and Tom will get the Baker lineup for us so we kind of know what we got now. See if we can explain this and set this up for you. Each school picks 5 bowlers. Bowler number 1 bowls the first and the 6th frame. Bowler number 2 bowls the 2nd and the 7th. And bowler number 3 rolls the 3rd. So you have 2 teams. We're going to get the names down. Oh, we're just checking the scores. I thought they were going to give us our Bakers. So we're at 1548 to 2102. Wow, 556 pins. There'll be 4 Bakers games. These go pretty quick. It's really for you. But, I was going to mention in Bakers, at the state tournament, there's never been a 300 game. I think there's been 4 Bakers games, 300 ever. As far as individual 300 games, Cincinnati has, up until this year, had 14 bowlers that produced a 300 game since we started. Max Pearson's already had a 300 game or is it Max? Or let's see, who had Travis Bowl, who wasn't even bowling that game for Northwest. He's actually rolled a 300 this year. So in the greater Cincinnati area, since this has started, there's only been 15 perfect games. And the big thing is for a Bakers game, wow, that would be cool.
That would be fun to watch, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the girls do it. I've never seen the boys.
Dip the black, so we'll be right back, and we're gonna come back.
Okay, we're going to take a break for a second while the teams organize. We'll be back in a minute.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right. We are back. And quite honestly, this is going to be a little easier for us to talk and do this because now we're only watching one bowler at a time for each team. And so we can try and keep you guys up to date a little better. Hopefully we can do a little better focusing on pronouncing their names properly and stuff, but we won't have to be bouncing around. Great job by the truck with Tony Suarez directed things and Hugh here on the computer keeping the scores, keeping you up to date on all this. This isn't an easy deal to do, but here we go. We're starting.
Yeah, there was a lot of bowling going on there. It was difficult to follow.
Okay, so we just let off. And we start out with Daniel Gross, a sophomore. He just rolled a 7, first ball. This is Drew Jackson, just started a strike. Okay, so now you can see. Okay, that's important. So second bowler, Max Pearson. So we're starting with the sophomores, bringing up the young guys. And that was Brett McCarthy. Oh, little heavy. Left that 10 pin. Again, this is a tougher deal. You get to roll one, then you sit for 10 minutes, you know, while the other guys bowl, and then you got to come up, and you only get 2 shots at it. So, you know, in the whole game, if you're doing your job, you only roll the ball twice.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult to get some rhythm going.
Yeah, now you saw how he threw that straighter ball, you know, especially because you can't leave that ball out there on the 10 pin. It'll go into the gutter. Oh, little off. That was Evan Blackwell. That was Christian Jaculard. I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not, my apologies. But so they're sitting there at 39. Winton Woods at 28. Had that open frame in the second. This is Evans.
Oh, we got it.
All right, nice job by.
It was.
Yep, Evan Blackwell.
So you had put
All
a.
right. So Jaden Miles up now. Wow. I don't know what Aaron did on that one. I missed that shot. That was not what he was looking for. He didn't finish.
Oh, nice
there you
ball.
go. All right. Jaden Miles comes back with a strike. Got his hips forward. That looked really good. You know, he got his hips out, squared up, brought the ball out in front of him.
Trevor too low.
Yeah, Trevin just left it out. There's Sam. So Sam brought him back a little bit. He's obviously well, I don't know if he's their best bowler, but he's their anchor bowler. So he's the guy they can count on consistent. So he'll get the opportunity in the 10th to roll 3 strikes. So
Trevor's going for the spare here, and he got it. It was well done.
Yeah. Okay, back up to the 6th frame. That's Daniel Gross.
Nasty split.
Yeah, it's a little tougher. I'm telling you, you're not in your rhythm on these Baker games. I tell you, I've seen one 300 Baker game in all the time that shut the alleys down. Everybody and it was the girls. They were in the 10th and they missed it. You know, they had a shot at it, and good try.
Yeah, it was a good try.
So actually, Winton Woods is leading this game after 5, 87 to 81. So Drew Jackson takes that. All right. Picks up his spare, so gives a chance for Winton Woods. And there goes Max Pearson. Boy, he rolls a nice play. He does roll a nice ball at any time.
He does.
Yeah.
Great form.
Oh,
disappointing throw for the Warriors.
yeah, Brett McCarthy just pulled that ball a little bit. He's not consistent. He's just got to get a little more consistent with his delivery. There you see it's a little light. Oh, I got the wash off the right side. Christian, yeah. Christian happy about that. He'll take that one. That gives him 2 in a row. It gives him a chance to come back here. Yeah, waving to the crowd.
Warriors have an open frame there.
That's 3 in a row. So that was Aaron Schaus.
Northwest Knights have 3 straight strikes.
Yeah, that brought them right back into the game, especially with that open. And really, it was almost a double open because you get 3 on the first ball. It's like wasting your spare, unfortunately. So you don't get the pins you really need. Hardly get a pin count. Okay, here comes Sam. Nice. Yeah, he's on it. So here they come. He's in the 10th. This is why he's there. You know. Oh, tough ball.
That was a bad break.
Okay, see if he can double up here. Got to break it. There you go.
Mowing those pins down.
Okay. Got their cheering section, a little confident cheer there.
Well, they have to. It's 5 strikes in a row.
Yeah. All right. So. As you can see, Northwest is basically, that's going to be a little heavy. They got it though. 6. Booming. As how's business booming? There's a little cheer going. Well, that was a 200. That was a strong finish. 6 in a row.
209.
So there you saw.
The Knights will increase their lead at the end of this game.
Yeah, now we'll bowl 4 of these. So this is 1. So on that spare, we're going to bring Trevin Poole up to finish. Just a little light. Hit that head pin light, slid that in front of the 2. So missed it complete, and then left the 5 because the ball didn't break into the pocket like it should. So you get a little light, a little bad angle, you get the 2-5 there. So quite a finish for Northwest there.
Yeah, the way it was.
They're feeling it. They're pretty confident.
Yeah, they were losing at the end of the 5th frame. Oh, that was a nice pickup.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And left open in the 6th, you know.
Yeah.
And then just put the hammer down. Okay, that's the end of that first. He's got one more roll.
Yeah, one more
so
shot here.
Could get a 156. Say he does. Northwest Knights pick up 53 pins minimum. Yep, 54. Okay, that's the first game. Now, in this game, Winton Woods is going to make a slight change. They're going to replace Evan Blackwell with Nico Prentecito. He's a freshman. Evan Blackwell, a senior, and then they'll flip him back the next game. So now they switch lanes. Okay. So leading off for Winton Woods, Drew Jackson. Gonna be heading Brooklyn side. Couldn't carry it.
Didn't get the break.
Little light. Okay, that's Travis Bowl. He's a sophomore. He's the one that's through the 300 this year. So
I would like to throw 300 someday. I've been trying for a lot of years.
yeah. Got to break that. Here it comes. Nice recovery. Okay.
All right.
Picks up that spare.
Seemed to tie to the end of 1.
Tie game.
All right, let's.
Here we go. Much better ball by Brett there. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, much good shot.
I think he changed his angle a little bit.
Here's Max.
Yeah. Max Pearson.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the freshman bowler for get some wash. There you go. Little, his speed's a little slow, so that makes it a little tough to get that 5-pin from the right. 12.3, especially if you're coming in on the Brooklyn side, tends to push that ball away from the 5. Just Kristen. Oh, tough on that 7, just a little late. Now, what you're going to see here, note carefully, is that Christian has changed his balls on his spare, especially on the left side. So now he's throwing a fast, hard, straight ball with the fingers in the hole. First ball he throws with just a nice hook, and then when he goes to the spare, especially on the 7th pin, he's throwing that hard, fast, straight ball. Threw it at 24 miles an hour.
Ooh.
Okay. Again, Jaden's just having a little trouble leaving that ball out there too far. Oh, little Winton Woods. You go throw a gutter ball, you got to do push-ups. So add insult to injury. Thanks a lot. You know. And that was a killer on a spare. That cost him.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate event. Maybe you can pick it up here. Goes second shot. It's an 8, all right? Northwest has an open frame too.
Yep, he missed that little baby split. Aaron Schaus just got a little heavy on the 2. Here comes Sam. Oh, talk
dear.
about a split.
Oh.
Talk about a split.
Ouch. Another
Split city here.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We got
let's see what we can. Let's see if we see. You know, quite honestly, Sam's got a little better shot at this because he's got a little better angle, but he's missed them both.
Didn't miss by much.
But he was shooting at it. He was shooting at it.
I've never seen a split made in person. I've seen it on television, but never in person.
Yep.
Yep.
Dead center. All right. So that was there's about a 9-pin swing after 5. So here we go with the second round. So Northwest leading by 9. Not quite as good a game for either team. Here he comes.
It's a nice looking. Oh, too
Well,
much head
man.
pin. I thought he had
Well,
it there.
Splitsville is in the house here.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Well, Travis, picked off that 3-pin.
You really can see the difference in their lack of rhythm in these bigger games, can't you?
Well, that's in the gutter.
Yep.
Well, there's a kid that doesn't have any rhythm problem. Look at that, man.
Hey.
He's Max Pearson. I'm telling you.
Wrong side strike there.
There's a kid you're gonna see his name in the paper a lot in the next few years. Brett McCarthy with leaving the 5-pin. Oh, got a break. Christian got a nice wash. Nice kickoff of it. Looked like the 10-pin coming over. Might have been the 6. Probably the 6-pin.
Living right.
He's got that spare. There you go.
The Warriors pick up their mark. Oh, strike for the
There you go.
Knights. Knights are pulling ahead here.
Yeah. Again, although. Even though they've got the scores up there, they've rolled. Again, Northwest comes back strong. Their second ball, they've run 4 in a row, and they can still do. If Sam finishes this out like he did last time.
They've got the wrong teams up there.
Yeah, they just don't change the board because they changed lanes. So, oh, look at this.
Oh, he almost pulled
nice
it off.
Shot at it.
Good try.
Yeah, Nico, good try at that. Yep. So, just missed. Late the 6, 7, 10. This is actually one of the, as makeable spectacular splits, if you will. That 6 pin's got room. You got room to kick that 6 pin over to get the 7. See if.
Oh.
Yeah, he missed it.
Not
Just
quite.
picked the 10. All right, well, 188, I think.
Yeah,
That's what
188 for the Knights.
yeah.
And the Warriors, right now they've got a 106.
And that's what's critical for your score. Your 9th frame. As a 9th frame, you know, as a number 4 bowler, you've got to mark. It's got to be a mark so that you can give your 10th frame bowler that chance to, that, you know, the turkey plus you get, that's a 50-point, you know, opportunity.
Yeah.
So he's got the mark. You know, Trevin Poole strikes it out. Trayvon Poole strikes it out. I get 50 points, 148. I'm only. Oh. Still get a 137 out of this. But that would be, again, a minimum 50 pin margin for Northwest this game. Okay, now he's going to cross alley here, as you can see. Starts on far left, leaves it out there, breaks it too much, just broke a little bit. Got to throw that ball so it's breaking about 3 feet in front of the 10 pin. It's got to be your aim should be 3 feet, 4 feet in front of the 10 pin. So as it gets to the dry, it starts to break almost in a straight line toward the 10. Probably for a right-hander, the toughest throw, but you throw it so often you get to be pretty good at it. So, all right, 3rd game. Here we go. That was a 62-point swing again for Northwest. They are really, they're rolling pretty well today.
Yeah, the 670 pin lead now.
Yeah, 24.99 to 18.29. That's a stick. That was Travis Bowl, rolling number 1. A sophomore. Here comes their sophomores. They replaced Daniel Gross in the lineup. And nice pickup by Drew Jackson there. Oh, I just like the way this ball. Oh, little heavy. Yeah. That is a tough, that's one of the, I think this is almost as tough a split to pick up as the other, especially, it's a little easier, but it's, man, you got to be precise. You got to come from the, he's going to try and take the left pin out, bring it into the, well, you can bring it against the sidewall and try to slide it back, but pretty tough split to make.
And speaking of tough splits.
Yeah.
Nope.
Brett McCarthy didn't have a much chance on that one. Okay, here's Christian throwing that 2-hander.
He's bowled well in these Baker games so far.
Well, that's a senior for you, you know. And, you know, throws at 19. Max throws it at 15. 4 miles an hour difference. But it's just, you know. There's a nice strike. I think that's Aaron. Now let's move to the 4 spot.
This is a very difficult spare to make.
Yeah, you just leave too many pins on the table. And you got to get that. Looks like Northwest is getting their game going here. That's out. There you go. Yeah.
Knights are really pouring it on right now.
Yes, yeah. Well, they're starting early this time. Usually they haven't started till the back 5. But
Yeah.
nice ball.
That was good shot.
Jaden Miles, nice throw. See how his approach, he throws his all from the left-hand side and then brings it out and back into the middle of the alley. So he's coming down the back up board 35, 36, and then
another
and
strike.
Max throws just the opposite. Same result, same kind of two sophomore, same result, different side of the alley.
Northwest Knights have picked up 5 strikes in a row here. There's 6 strikes out of 7 frames.
What would we be looking at if Max hadn't split on that second frame?
Yeah.
He just, we
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Drew Jackson's got that. He's got his spare ball working pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's throws the old two-hander on that one. So again, .166 in the 7th.
Mark
strike.
in the 8th. Yeah.
Strike ball has just been working well for Northwest today. They've been able to triple and double and quadruple up and just pour on the points. 185 in the 8th. Even the best, well, not anymore. Best Winton Woods can have is 136 in the 8th. So they've all got just about a 60-point lead right now. 60 pin. The alleys are 42 inches wide by 60 feet from foul lane to the head pin. So they have got this down pretty well figured out. Oh, nice ball there. And that was Evan. Blackwell back in the lineup again. Okay, here we go. Sam Stutter has been able to strike every single 10th frame, at least one. So
225 possible for the.
Yeah, got 224 working on at 225. So
That's a nice,
well,
that's a nice ball.
there we go. Winton Woods can come back with a 196 out of this. And, 225. At least have a good game here. It's up to Trayvon Poole. See if he can roll it out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look good.
Thought he had that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still shoot for 175, which, again, 50 pins. Northwest is piling on 50 pins a game.
Yeah, 175 in this format is not a bad score, but it's not good enough today.
No, Northwest is on fire.
Yeah, they are.
But, I think, they got a good shot. They qualified for district last year and placed 10th. They go out to Dayton, I think, usually for the district. That's a tough district. A lot of good bowlers in Midwest Ohio and Southwest Ohio. But we are not considered the bowling capital of the state. It's a little tougher. They got a little more indoor activities because it's wintertime more north than it is up here. So, but these guys bowl year round. There's no doubt about that. You don't get this good by bowling 3 months a year and then sitting down. So they probably bowl in youth leagues. Probably have bowled in youth leagues growing up. Right here at Northwest, they've got a nice little youth bowling program. All right, we're ready to start the third game of the Baker. And really, Northwest has an insurmountable lead here, so we can just enjoy the bowling itself. Team score is pretty well taken care of.
Yeah, the Knights could bowl gutter balls from here on and still win.
There's a 600. Yeah, there's a 700 pin lead with two, and most you can bowl is 2 300s, and so this match is over. But Northwest is bowling very well. This isn't to say that Winton Woods hasn't put up some nice numbers here. Northwest is really putting it together here today.
Yeah, the Warriors ran into a juggernaut today.
Oh, well, gosh.
Oh, nice shot by Max.
Brett or Max Pearson. Nice throw. Got away one there.
The Warriors pick up their spare.
Yep. All right, here's our left-handed two-hander. I'll tell you, that speed helps him there.
The Northwest Knights have started the game out with 3 strikes.
What do you think, Tom? What's the chances, huh?
You never know. Might see a 300 here. You never know.
This
Ooh,
kid is
we got a word split over here on lane 26.
Gotta get the head. Gotta get the head. This is makeable though, and these bowlers are definitely capable of doing that. Keep it on the alley now. Come on, Nico.
Yep.
Tough break. This could do it. Oh!
That
Just brought it. I thought he had a shot at it there.
Yeah, I did too.
Drive that one into the 10. Well, they're sitting on 100, 99 in the 5th or something like that? 83 in the 4th.
83 in the 4th.
I could end up with a 113 in the 5th. Well, you got to get the strike. Spare strike would be a 103, so they're still on track for a 200 game.
They can do it, yeah.
If you can hear, there you go, some pictures of the girls' teams next to us. They're bowling at the same time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cover all that. Heck, we had so much trouble just covering what we were covering. It's a madhouse here. So reminds me of when we go to the state tournament for the wrestling. We got 8 matches going at the same time, trying to keep track of all the Cincinnati wrestlers and bowlers just the same way here. But we try our best here at Waycross, we could use volunteers too. Love to have you come out and help us. We'll show you the phone number and access later. But you got some interest in communications, manning a camera, coming to a sporting event, you get in free. Come see us. Oh, there's Travis, nice strike. So here they are, 103 in the 5th, and Trayvon's got to make this spare here. That looking good if it doesn't break at the end. It does. Yep. Got to change that angle. There's Max Pearson. Boy, nice ball.
Oh.
We was robbed, as they say.
Yeah. Pin hit the top of, but didn't knock it down. Yep.
Okay, Drew Jackson needs to make this spare. He's been doing pretty well with his spare ball. He's just a little light on his first ball. He's just not been consistent. Max Pearson spares, 123 in the 6th. They're still on that 200 pace. Oh, kick it.
Oh, bad break.
Yeah. Actually, they could 9 spare out and run right out of 200. Yeah, they need one more strike. And there it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Another shot, too much head pin, but the ball speed
Yeah, carried it.
got a mix for him.
This is Aaron. Oh,
Oh,
a little heavy take.
that was another.
Yeah, they're rolling now. Again, boy, they
yeah.
just finished strong. And let's see what their big anchor, Sam Studer, can do. Ooh. Needs this. Nico. Oh, just not enough power on that.
Yeah,
But as he gets a little bigger, a little stronger, those will be strikes.
yeah. That was a good ball.
Oh, that hurt.
An open frame for the Knights in the 10th.
Yeah, 196. They didn't get their 200. Nice ball, Nico, right there.
Nico's got
Right
the
on
spare.
it. There you-
Good work.
So next year, Coach Jermaine Burns for Winton Woods going to have to replace 5 of his 6 bowlers. He better get out recruiting the lanes here.
Yes.
So all his seniors. Jermaine Burns, coach at Winton Woods. Terrence Johnson, coach for Northwest. Both of them doing a nice job here with these kids.
Hopefully they got a good freshman class coming to Winton Woods.
Tight. You know, it's trying to get kids more and more kids interested in bowling. It's not a, there's plenty of youth, not plenty. You need to get to the alleys. I think the high school bowling's really helped. Bowling was a dying commodity sport for a long time. I think now with these kids, especially the girls too, it's an enterprise that a lot of kids can always too far out.
Yeah, it struck me the last few years when I've been at the alleys, I'm seeing more young people there. There's a time there when you just didn't see much of that.
Right. But, and this will pay off in years to come, too, These guys will keep bowling. They'll be bowling later. Oh, nice ball by Trevon.
Good ball.
Trevon Poole. Good way. That's what you want him to do in the 10th. See if he can finish this out with a 158 instead of a 148. Up 2. Again, 40 to 50 point advantage for the Knights over the Warriors. There you go. Good. See, I carried that 5-pin. It's going to be heavy. Come on the other side that time.
You got it.
Yep. So 2 different balls. One the 1-3 pocket, and this is the 1-2 pocket. All right, so this is why you have your best bowler as your, excuse me, your anchor. He gets to throw the ball more often. Again, he's going to be on the Brooklyn side. Yep. All right, 157. So, only a 39 pin. That was it. So, boys, I don't know. That was a fun time. Tom, I don't know about you, but this was enjoyable.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Our guys in the truck.
Yeah, the final tally here is, it looks like the Knights have won by 759 points.
29-20 to 21-61. Wow, 759 point. 29-20 is a nice number. Almost got that elusive 3,000. Well, we're going to be done here in a second. Tony Suarez, our producer, director. Steve Staples, Tom Hall, and all the rest of the cameramen that I don't know their names, but they sitting here giving you a good presentation. And again, get hold of Waycross Media. We'll be on next slide. So Waycross Community Media, call us, look us up, come volunteer. Love to have you. And we'll see you next time.